Chat will appear here. We are live.
I am
And
not
it looks
naked,
like
by the way. I'm
not
showing a
naked
little shoulder.
anymore.
I'm showing a little shoulder
Oh,
today, but I am not naked.
just a little shoulder. Let me show a little shoulder.
Nipple.
I am shirtless though because it is warm. It was humid outside, and I had to walk.
It is super. Yeah,
I had to walk a round trip of
it's
500
super
feet
humid.
to the bathroom today to go to the bathroom on crutches, and it took me. Let's see, going to the actual bathroom and coming back, and I did this at 3:00, worried that I might miss the show, the start of the show.
Right.
It took me 15 minutes to do all that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, like if you go very quickly, then you need to go. Hi,
Yeah.
Kelly. Hi, Quantum Quill.
I love Quantum Quill. He's awesome.
I don't know that I know Quantum Quill.
You probably don't.
Okay. But I'll let them roll in. They'll be coming in shortly. We're going to talk about Pride and World Cup because I've got World Cup fever. I watch every World Cup. I've watched every World Cup since I can't remember which one in the 80s, 86 or 82. 86, I think, actually. Went to the World Cup in 94.
I wouldn't have been able to watch the 82 World Cup.
Was that?
Because I was born in 82.
Well, then no, you wouldn't. I was born in 73, so I would have been able to watch it. I was playing soccer by then. My dad was a ref and a coach. So yeah, my mom was the typical soccer mom on the sidelines yelling, yeah. Using my dead name, of course, so I won't be like, oh, go. But, I was like, go on OnyxRose, throwing shit. And yeah.
No, she's like soccer. This. She wasn't saying go on OnyxRose. She's going, go dead name, go dead name, go dead name.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's exactly what she was doing. But that was, that was a long time ago. So, and she still does that. So when she slips up quite a bit.
But does she say OnyxRose?
No, she does not. She will slip up and she will dead name.
No, but I mean, she's never said OnyxRose.
No, because she does not use that name because I have too many names. I have like 5 names. So my birth name, not my birth name, my real name, that is government name, I haven't given out online. But OnyxRose, Osun Kemi, Oya Wunmi, and then my last name, which is so I have a lot of names. Onyx, she's never said OnyxRose or Oya Wunmi or Osunkemi, but she has said my real name. Not my middle name.
Your government
name? My first name. My government name. Yeah. So she hasn't said my government. She does say my government name. She does. Like the one that I changed it to now, but she'll slip and go back to my dead name a lot. So she and I'll have to kind of shoot daggers out of my eyes at her, and she'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then switch. But she still dead names me all the time.
So your government name and your dead name are 2 different ones because you had your name legally changed.
Okay. I had my name legally changed. Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to tell you this quick story about it really quick. So whenever I call a delivery service or I'm on the phone trying to order something or whatever,
right.
I have this African American, black friend. I can say black because that's
definitely
these days.
Why wouldn't we say black?
Yeah. So he calls me uncle and I call him nephew.
Right.
He was with me one time. I was on the phone. I didn't even realize this is weird. When they asked for my name when I was ordering pizza one time, I said, they said, give me a name. I said, Gerald Sturgill. And he's like, Unc, you just literally gave your full government name on the phone. And I'm like, is that weird? And he's like, yeah. He's like, you just say G, Jerry, Uncle G, whatever.
Yeah.
Or I just gave my government name out here because everybody knows me by Sturg Writes It Down. They didn't know my first name's Jerry.
Right.
Well, Jerry.
You just were like, ah. No, I have slipped a couple times when I have been live, so I know that some people do know it.
Government name or dead name?
My government name. Yeah, never my dead name. Like my dead. It's kind of funny because there's some people that are in the chat when I'm live. Sometimes there's one person who has my dead name, and I always see him pop up in my chats. I mean, in my lives, and it's kind of strange to see it because like it doesn't even sound like my name. It's so far away from my name, my real name. You know, my dead name is like really, really British. Like
We're
really
not.
British.
Yeah. I was gonna say let's not actually tease it.
Oh no,
Because
no, 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 no. Yeah, no.
I'm not.
So the problem with that is, you know, my shit is all online. My egg like paid $10 for some search and got all my shit. My dead name, my all my addresses, all of our addresses, all of my jobs. You know, $10 search. We checked all of our families. We checked Bestie. You know, we checked everybody we knew, and we could find a lot of stuff on everybody for like $10. It's
Yeah,
kind of scary.
my information's out there too. I mean, all of
Uh,
our information's out there.
it's
Some of us
super
are better
scary.
at hiding it. There are people I've tried to find through that, and there are people who have hidden it well, but
I'd
it's
like to
hard.
see because, like I'd like to see, you know, I know mine just because a lot of data breaches. You know, AT&T has a
Mhm.
lot, um, Verizon and Comcast, well, whatever, Xfinity,
I like what
all
Kyle
had
just
data
said.
breaches.
Could I read what Kyle just said?
Yeah, definitely. Hey, Kyle.
Kyle said, "Glad I didn't miss this. It's pretty simple. Like it's called a dead name for a reason. If you use my
Thank
dead
you.
name, you are now dead to me. I have no patience for the erroneous amounts of disrespect and carelessness." I love that.
I like that. Yeah, I love that. I wish I could, you know, I wish I could say that. You know, I'm trying to. I didn't talk to my parents for years, 2 years to be exact. And we didn't talk. We didn't have a good relationship after we started talking. You know, they're getting older. We're trying to kind of smooth things over now, and it's going well. But you know, they will still dead name me. My dad did not use my government name until he was 80. And this was after he had a widowmaker heart attack that almost took him out. You know, he
Oh
became
shit.
a little bit more loving and honest, you know, and like showing affection and being like, okay, yeah, you know, so it's good. It's good.
It's hard for our
Um,
parents, I think, to adjust to things that are becoming more like acceptable and normal in society for us, like the younger generations. And I find that when
you
my
know,
mom was coming around to me, to finally accepting the fact that I didn't want to date women anymore and I wanted to date men, she was just kind of like, you know, she was just kind of like, I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm Catholic, old fashioned, traditional, Republican, conservative,
right,
immigrant, even. So it's
right,
like
right,
you get into this mindset, and she has to adjust. There's this adjustment period, and she's trying. So now,
right.
when I call her 12 years after I got with Michael, it's been
Okay,
12 years that we've been together, she's realized this is my normal. This is who I'm with. This is
right,
who I love. And
right. And that's
she's
good.
softened her
Very good.
language a lot. She's softened her perspective. I think she's changed the way she approaches it. And every time she gets off
Right.
the phone with us, she's like, "All right, Jerry. All right, Mike. I love you. Talk to you guys later." You know,
Nice, nice.
she's gotten a lot better. Oh,
Yeah. So,
Lisa said she has accidentally misgendered her cats recently, and that is hilarious.
um,
I mean, it's not
I,
hilarious. You know what I mean? It's like when it's
yeah.
cats. I mean, we can laugh about it, but when you misgender a person, that's
Well, so what's kind of funny is I've actually misgendered myself recently, and I've actually dead named myself recently, and that
oh.
has not happened in years. You know,
What do you think
years.
triggered? What do you think triggered that?
I don't know. I don't know. It just came. It just like came out of nowhere. It was like a vocal burp or like a tick, and it was like pow. And then me and Egg just stopped like really quickly and looked at each other, and we started bursting. We burst out laughing because it was just so ridiculous. But yeah, so yeah, it sounds really strange to me on my tongue, and coming out of my mouth. It's even stranger to hear it except for from my parents because I hear it from them all the time. So no.
Gay male finches. That's so cute. Of my 10 finches, the hoodlums. This is what Joe said. 3 are gay males. I love that. I love that.
Awesome. Yeah, we're repping the gay finches during during Pride Month. Yeah, why not?
I had a female cat named Bandit too, Lisa, and she was black. She ran away when I was 8 years old, and she never came back, and I was so sad. She was my first kitty.
We had 2 German shepherds, and they ran away when I was around 8, 9, 10, somewhere around that. They jumped the fence and just took off. Never saw them again.
Oh.
Yeah. So, what's going on in the color Bendita?
Yeah. It's like I may have called Ursula a good boy once, and I was super tired. That's funny,
right?
My brother actually lost his virginity to a prostitute named Ursula.
Really?
Yeah,
that's interesting. I like that. That. Why did he choose the prostitute route? I mean, nothing against it at all.
Oh, he was addicted to meth at the time, and they were all in that life.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it too. So as of right now, the games are being played.
Yes, we're going to talk World Cup now. Let's shift focus to the main topic we were teasing in our subject.
It is. Whoa, hold on.
It does. Ursula does mean little.
Okay, so
in Latin,
Côte d'Ivoire, which is Ivory Coast.
Yes,
and
West Africa. Mm-hmm. And Curaçao's in the Caribbean.
Côte d'Ivoire. Wait, no.
Côte d'Ivoire is West Africa. No, it's West
Africa. Okay. Okay.
It's pretty close to like Nigeria and Togo and all that.
Is it really?
It's that close.
Okay. So either way, they're up. They're up 1-0 right now on Curaçao.
I'm rooting for Côte d'Ivoire. That's pretty awesome because that goalkeeper is amazing. That goalkeeper set a record for a 90-minute match for the most saves in a World Cup. The previous record was held by an American.
He's awesome. Like I said, all the keepers have been playing their ass off this tournament. Like I think a lot of keepers should get a lot more recognition.
I'm happy that Côte d'Ivoire's mama got to come to the States. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah, that's awesome. Didn't that?
Yeah, Marco Rubio, the secretary.
There's so many great stories that come out of the World Cup.
Marco Rubio, the Secretary of State, recently overrode like something I guess Trump had overlooked, and gave the visa to the mom.
Well, that's actually the first good thing he's done.
Yeah.
Let's see. I root for all African teams, yes, but the other teams are all black too. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of funny. I posted a meme yesterday that said, "How come Sweden and Norway have so many black players, or Sweden, like in all these other places, have so many black players?" And the meme is that, well, it's because y'all colonized every single fucking country,
Yeah.
No, it wasn't that. It was that we dropped bombs on their countries, forcing them to leave their country and immigrate to another country. And that's where all of these black players are, but they're, to me, they are Swedish, or they are, Dutch,
Norwegian, or Dutch,
Norwegian,
or French.
Yeah. Right.
Kylian
there
Mbappe.
are a lot of black players.
Yeah,
Kylian Mbappe. There's a lot of players that are, that could play for 2 or 3 different teams. But
do you remember Freddie Adu?
Yes, of course.
Oh my God, Freddie Adu was he was my boy.
But he was good when he was 16, and then couldn't.
He was good when he was 16. He flamed out. Yeah, I know. But
he peaked early.
Yeah, he peaked early. It's fine. I mean,
yes, colonization. FIFA is a shitty organization.
FIFA is a very shitty
100%.
organization. They are shady as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that right now.
Yeah.
But I love the World Cup,
Yeah.
so that's not gonna cloud that.
Oh God, I love the World Cup. Love World Cup. I am way too.
I love that this year
greedy
that they
about it.
expanded the field to 48 teams instead of 32.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
then
It's
they
more
introduced,
competitive.
yeah, and then they introduced the extra round with the round of 32, round of 16, round of 8.
Yeah,
Round of 8 is called quarterfinals, then semifinals and finals. And then there's the third
the
place game,
semifinals.
obviously. Yeah.
The semifinals is in Atlanta, one of them. And if you've seen the fan fest that they have, Atlanta has
Yeah.
the largest one, 250,000 plus people. My sis was out there last night, and she said it was fucking crazy. Like Mexico was just throwing down, like everybody from Mexico was throwing down. There was like fires, like little flares and shit. And you can see it online where they do like drone shots of everybody cheering when Mexico scores. It's amazing. Yeah. Atlanta's
the
fun.
U.S. I want to give a quick shout out to the U.S. women, because even though it's not the Women's World Cup right now,
always, yeah.
the Women's World Cup happens 2 years after the Men's World Cup. It's like the Olympics, like alternating, like winter, summer, winter, summer. But the U.S. women are so dominant. I mean, they haven't been as dominant recently, but they're still probably one of the most dominant teams in the world.
They will, yeah. Like they have a lot of great players. Let's see, when is the next Women's World Cup?
2028.
2020. Is it 2028?
I think so. Double check it.
Let's see. I think it might be 2027. Actually,
it could be.
I don't know. Let's see. There is not. Yeah, it's 2027.
So it's 1 year. It's 1 year after.
Yeah, it's 1 year. Yeah. So we're gonna. And then 2028 is the Los Angeles Summer Olympics. So
yeah,
I know. That's gonna be in Los Angeles.
Well, yeah, that's probably gonna be at the Coliseum.
Yeah, possibly.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of venues in LA, so they could do a lot of different things. And LA's hosted the Olympics before. The last time they hosted the Olympics was 1984. 84. Is that right?
Yeah. I don't know.
That sounds about right.
It wouldn't surprise me. That's been a little bit. Yeah. I'm sure it'll be great in LA. I like it. I hope it comes back to Atlanta one day. So I can see more.
Atlanta had it in 96.
Right. That was the year of the bombing.
And the year that Ray Lewis killed a man. Yeah.
Yes. But back to the women. Yeah, the women are bomb. Like what's her name? Sophia. There's 3 of them. They call them Cafe Espresso. And there's because they're like no, what do they call them? The espresso. Triple espresso. Yeah, triple espresso. Yeah, and it's Sophia.
Vergara. OJ.
No.
Stop it, Jay. What are you doing, Jay? Manny, come here. I need your help, Manny.
That's really good, actually. So yes, the triple espresso is the United States team known as Trinity Rodman.
Propaganda. My shirt's off right now, but I'm not showing it.
And Sophia Wilson, also known as Sophia Smith, and Mallory Swanson. They're all awesome.
That sounds like a
Sophia
name
Wilson
out of the 80s. Mallory Swanson.
Yeah. I don't know. Trinity Rodman and Sophia Wilson are.
Trinity Rodman is. Sorry, Mike. Trinity Rodman is Dennis Rodman's daughter.
Who, me? Yeah, I do. She does not associate with him though. So
no, they're estranged. He's a weirdo.
Yeah. Not because he's a weirdo. He's been doing his shit since way before everybody's been doing this.
Oh no, I know that. That's not what I mean. What I mean is like that carries over into like his kind of like what am I calling it? Impulsive like personality, and like his his kind of his tendency to not necessarily prioritize his family.
Yeah, I think that just makes him a bad dad and not a bad like. I don't think that
No, the
his
stuff,
wild
wearing the wedding dresses and all that stuff, that's fine.
right,
I don't care about all that.
right.
That's not what I mean. Like he
But you're
just
right.
doesn't.
He never did
Yeah.
prioritize his daughter or I don't know about the rest of his kids, but certainly not Trinity.
No, I don't think
She's
he.
been
I don't think he
very
fucked with
vocal
any of
about
his
that.
kids. I don't think he really fucked with
So
any of
he's
his
been,
kids. Yeah.
and then Sophia Wilson, who got the highest, who is the I think highest paid professional women's player right now. She signed a $1 million+ deal. At least a couple months ago. Maybe someone's passed that. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I'm excited to see Triple Espresso. I'm excited to see U.S. Women's National Team win the World Cup. I mean, when the World Cup next year, and then hopefully they will repeat in the Olympics the year after that. As for the men, I will be happy if they get to the round of 16.
Oh, they will.
They can make it to the round of 16. You think so? You think?
Oh, yeah.
So their next opponent is Bosnia. Bosnia put on a really good show last night. They they've got some young teenage wingers that can run up and down the sides and keep the field wide, get some
Wait,
crosses
so you're
take on
glitching out a
players.
little bit. Did you say that Bosnia has young teenage wieners? I don't think we should be promoting that on this show.
Hey, Rose.
We are not the Epstein class, so we shouldn't be saying
We're
young
not the
teenage
Epstein class.
wieners.
I do not talk about young teenage wieners. No, this is young teenage wingers.
Okay. Enunciation is important. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Robes.
So yes, I don't know. They and plus they're a little physical. So we're gonna have to be physical and try to keep our shape.
Physical. I wanna get.
I would like to see us get
physical.
If we get past Bosnia, I think we'll have to play England. If England or whoever on the first. No, Bosnia's on the first. I think Bosnia is on the first, yeah, which is great.
You know what I'm really upset about with Bosnia, and it's not a direct complaint against Bosnia, but it's a direct complaint about Bosnia. Is that all the other countries around Bosnia in the former Yugoslav republics took most of what Bosnia could have gotten as coastland, and they only have like 27 miles of coast or whatever it is.
Bosnia?
Yeah.
Is that little piece, right?
That little piece, yeah, on the Adriatic Sea.
Right. My sister's boyfriend is from Bosnia. We get to chat a lot. His name is Amr, and he is definitely a Bosnia supporter, but he's not from the United States. He has been in the United States long enough to be appreciative of the United States team, while not coming out and supporting them 100%, which is good. I don't. I do support the United States national team 100%. Do I think they're going to get to the round of 16? I hope so.
They will.
Can I see them getting knocked out by Bosnia? Yes, definitely. Because and this is the reason why. We got so hyped for those first couple of games. Panama is not necessarily something we need to win. But England came out and England was supposed to win the game, and England lost. They played like shit. Drew 0-0, and it was a boring game. I'm afraid that the United States is going to play a boring game. If they can come out and produce the same high energy that they did their first game, then yeah, we'll have a chance.
Yeah. Who do you think is the favorite to win the World Cup this year? Like, in your opinion, like if you had to look at all the teams right now, who do you think would be the one to do it?
I know Brazil.
I know who the odds makers are saying the favorite is, but
Brazil or France, you know.
I don't think
Is it
Brazil's got
which
it
one?
in them this year. I think France is the clear
I
favorite.
think France. Yeah, I think France can win, but you know, France can choke too. They've got a lot of power, but you know, Argentina is strong. Argentina is always in the conversation. You
Well,
know, has to
Argentina
be.
is a team that I always root for because I love my boy Leo Messi. I know you're a Ronaldo fan
Me,
from what I remember
I,
our conversation
yeah,
about it.
yeah.
It's funny. So,
Uh,
like, you and I both, so I like Leo Messi and you like Ronaldo. I like Chelsea and you
right,
like Arsenal. So it's like we're almost
right,
on opposite sides of like the
right,
debate
right,
in
right.
football. So
I
it's just kind of like,
so yeah,
it's
I'm
wild.
not a big Chelsea fan. Never have been. I did like Chelsea. Well, no, I've never been a
You're
big
like, I don't
Chelsea
like Chelsea.
fan.
My best friend when I was in college was a huge Arsenal fan.
Okay. Okay.
And I always teased him about it. So we
Yeah.
would always, whenever Chelsea and Arsenal would meet, just be like, I hope the Gunners go down in flames or whatever,
Ugh,
or say something like that.
that is painful to hear. It is definitely painful to hear. So, oh, Ecuador, Germany, 26-minute, 1-1. So,
Ecuador,
Cote
Germany.
d'Ivoire,
Ooh.
Ecuador, and Germany. So, yeah, that's surprising. Actually, you know, Germany's not playing as well as Germany has not been playing up to what people think they can play. You know,
Well, normally I told you I would root for Germany, but I told
right?
you in this game I'm actually rooting for Ecuador because Ecuador needs this game to win, or I mean, needs this win to ensure that they at least can move to the round of 32. And
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I
Is
feel like
Germany already through?
Germany's through. Yeah, they don't need
Okay.
to worry about this
Okay.
game.
So, but like Mexico, they wanted to win that game last night. You know, that's what I hope the United States does. Like, I hope they want to win the game, and I hope that they don't put the yellow card players on for Christian Pulisic. Although I hear the calls where he needs some match fitness, you know, I hope they start fresh guys, younger guys, alternates, and let them play their ass off, and let's win. You know? Let's see. I I do not know where you can stream for free. I actually had to buy a month of Fubo, Fubo. It's like, and seriously, it was like $60 just to see the World Cup. It's on Fox, Fox Sports One, and another Fox channel. So if you can't get Fox like that, you'll have to get a. Um, yeah, I don't think it's Fox Sports One. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so, but the good thing about coming up is that the match between Iran and Egypt is set in Seattle, I think, or Vancouver. I'm not sure which one, but
Here's the
it's
thing,
their
though:
Pride night.
Egypt's the only
It's
team that
their
has actually won a match so far in that group, and all the other games have been ties.
yeah.
Um,
That's not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is the game is being played on Pride night.
yeah,
And both Iran and Egypt are horrible for pride. Egypt, they will put you in jail and kill you. Iran, they will kill you. Egypt, they will put you in jail and fine you. So they both requested to not have the pride flag flown during that game, and you know, FIFA did say "fuck you." You know, we are gonna fly the flag, the pride flag. We are gonna have the pride game. It had been set up before Iran or Egypt made it to that game, so they weren't going to go back and change it. There are going to be like 100, 500 pride flags flying, and Iran's going to be pissy, and Egypt's going to be pissy, but they can't do anything. So hopefully it'll be a good game.
yeah, I think it will be. But I mean,
So
you already know that either like the officials in Seattle and probably with FIFA are going to have extra security at that game.
what's that? Say that again.
They're probably going to have extra security at that game.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Why do you think they're going to have extra security?
I mean, well, the threats against the Iran team and the contentiousness of what the Trump administration has done towards the Iran team. And I think also
Right.
with Egypt as well. Egypt's been kind of on high alert with a lot of
Right.
the
Yep.
the government officials as well. And that's going to be a game with these two there and with their fans in the stands. So it's like
Right.
it's
Right.
going to be
Well,
interesting.
that is going to be interesting because like all the pride stuff, like they are virulently against anything gay, queer, trans, like so
Well, the
the
government,
fact that it's
not the. I mean, there are people in those countries that are queer, whatever.
no, I'm
The
not saying the
yeah,
whole country. I
yeah.
am saying the soccer team, the football team has already requested that they remove anything pride related. Both
Oh,
Iran and Egypt have requested this. FIFA said, no, fuck you. We are going to keep this as a pride game because it's in the month of June. So Iran and Egypt are very busy, but the game will go on.
I'm typing something really quick.
I have an old friend who's Iranian, and I've seen pictures of when I actually dated an Iranian girl for not for a long time. I can't say for a long time because once it got serious, her mom made her break up with me because well, but before she moved here, Kami is her name. Kami, before Kami moved here to the United States, she lived in Iran, and she had pictures, and they were beautiful. Iran is a beautiful place.
It is. I
Um,
had a dream one time that I was
no,
in Iran and I've never been there. But go ahead, keep telling your story, and then I
oh,
have a lot of stories too about Iran
yep,
because I have a very special connection to the country, and I will tell you why in a second, even though I'm not Iranian. Um, I'll tell you.
yeah.
I'll tell
Tell
you.
me
Just go
why.
ahead.
Tell me why.
Finish
I'd
your
like to hear
story.
it.
Finish your story. Yeah.
Oh, I'm finished. I'm finished.
Oh,
Go ahead.
okay. So I would never have I would have never been born if it were not for Iran.
Okay.
So
Tell
this
me
is
more.
where I'm going to start the story, and I'm going to explain what I mean.
Okay.
So in 1978, my mom was working or it was 78, 79, somewhere in there. My mom was working as a nanny. I think she came to the country in 77 before the revolution.
Okay.
So she was
Right.
there working as a nanny for a wealthy Persian family.
Okay.
And this was back when the West and Iran still had friendly relations, when the Shah, the West installed Shah was in power.
Right.
The outsiders were very welcome in Iran, and it was a very thriving, diverse culture. She lived in Tehran.
Yes. Yeah.
Um,
Yes. So did Kami. Yeah.
my mom did that for a while. She did it for a few years, and then the revolution started. She started having to wear the head covering. My dad came over there as a military. He was in the American military as a comms officer in the Air Force, and he met my mom at a nightclub one night when it was a nightclub. They met at a nightclub. They were dancing and stuff. He thought she was really pretty. They talked. They hit it off right away. They talked about what he did and what she was doing, and he was there because he was trying to negotiate for the hostages in
Oh
the
shit. Okay.
embassy. You know that Argo story,
Right.
Argo, but like I think my dad was actually really one of the people in there that helping out with the Air Force
Okay.
comm stuff. Um, they met. They fled the country in 1980, so he took my mom out of there when they realized they wanted to get married. They
Right.
moved to, or they went to the Philippines, which was her home country. Got married there.
Right.
Then 4 months later, they got married again in Reno, Nevada.
Okay.
So when she came over to the
Okay.
States with her green card, and
Okay.
then they moved to California because he was going to be stationed in Sacramento at McClellan Air Force Base, which is no longer an Air Force base. It was one of the ones closed by Clinton in the 90s.
Okay.
But that's where I was born and raised. So I was born in
Okay.
Sacramento in 1982. I was in a military family, obviously. Conservative mom, military dad, religious family. So that's basically my Iran connection. They met in Iran.
Okay. Okay.
And had it
Yeah.
not been for the revolution, they wouldn't have moved over here and I wouldn't have been born.
Right.
I have
Right.
one more Iran story because there's actually another
Okay.
connection to Iran I have. So that Shah I was mentioning earlier, his last name was Pahlavi. And I worked for a woman with MS and her son. I was babysitting her son all the time. And she lived in Sacramento and she had a nice house. And her husband was a telecommunications manager. So he worked for Sprint.
Okay.
They had money. She was actually one of the family members of Pahlavi. This is Catherine Pahlavi. So she was the niece of the Shah.
Okay.
And so she had money herself. She was wealthy and she married this guy who made 6 figures a year. So he wasn't as wealthy as she was. She was the one really being like, he presented himself as like, oh, I'm so wealthy, but it was her. She had like jewels
I
in
hate
the
when guys do
safe. She
that.
had like gold. She had like freaking money that was just in the safe. Like I saw it. I looked in the safe and I was like, oh my God, how much money do you have in here? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, oh my God. And we would go on trips and stuff. We went to Las Vegas with them. We stayed at one of the hotels out there. We drove all the way there though, but like whatever. But yeah, that's my other connection is that I was connected. I worked for a wealthy Iranian royal, ex-royal,
Okay.
basically.
Okay. Yeah. So one of my close friends growing up is from Iran. He and I was close with him and his family for a long time. But then, of course, when I started transitioning, that kind of fizzled away. My ex-girlfriend, is from Iran as well, and that stopped immediately because her parents gave her the choice of continuing with me and leaving their house and being disowned basically, or break it off. So she broke it off. But uh, aside from that, the people of Iran have been nice to me. I don't have a gripe with the people of Iran. I think it's the government. You know. Now that being said, I don't know any Iranians that would. I don't know how Iranians would think about trans people.
Depends on the person, really. I believe
it depends on the person. I wonder what Iran as a country thinks about trans people. I wonder what the majority is, or majority thought process is. I
Did
guess
you watch
that
that
can't come
movie with
out.
Sally Field? Not Without My Daughter.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I've heard about
That
it
was
though.
that was a movie about an American woman who came over to Iran, married an Iranian man,
Right,
and she brought her daughter over with her. And it got very abusive very quickly, and she had to escape the country to get away from this guy because he was, yeah, she could have
right,
died if she'd stayed there. So she had to sneak out of the country. She had basically these guys driving her up into the mountains and stuff and going across into Turkey. So that's how she had to get out. She
right.
had to get into Turkey. But that was the whole
Okay,
movie. It
okay.
was like really, really good.
Yeah.
Sally Field is an amazing
That's
actress.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. I will. Yeah. I've heard about that movie. I just have never seen it.
I just watched
Uh,
actually recently. I just watched a Persian language movie or a
oh yeah,
Farsi. It's Farsi. Yeah.
Farsi. Yeah.
It was a Oh my gosh! It was a was it a Golden Globe or Oscar nominee? I think from a few years ago, or maybe last year. Oh fuck! What was the name of
Okay.
that movie? Hold on, I'll tell you in a second. Movie Oscars. No, that's not it. What is it? It was just an accident. It was submitted to the
Okay.
Cannes Film Festival. So that's how I know about it. Jafar Panahi was
Okay.
the director, and they filmed it in secret because in Iran you have to get a permit to to record. And
Right.
he didn't have permission to do this movie, and the movie was very critical of the government because it was basically
Right.
talking about these informants that they hire to spy on people and get them sent to labor camps and stuff. So
Yeah.
when the movie came out, the Iranian director who had been famous for other movies, was actually jailed. He's in jail right now for a year for making that movie. He decided to return to Iran
That sucks.
and face a sentence.
See,
Mhm.
why?
Because he wants to
Why? Like,
continue
why
to
would
live
you
in
want to?
Iran. He wants to continue to live in Iran
Okay,
and make
well,
movies.
yeah, yeah.
He
I
thinks
mean,
it's
if that's the
important
case, then yeah,
to stay put.
that is important. Now, if I wonder if he is willing to be jailed again and again and again and again. I guess
I'm
that
sure he is.
he is. Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess he is.
to make great. It's a great movie.
Yeah, and that's the movie's great, but the fact that the the director was willing to go back and stay in Iran and take that year sentence is amazing, and it takes some moxie,
Yeah.
I would like, I don't know, rushing head forth into danger.
You've got to watch this movie though. You got to watch this movie though. It's called "It Was Just an Accident."
Okay.
That movie is very, very chilling.
Ooh, okay. I may get around to that.
It's not scary, like it's not a horror movie, but it's a thriller. It's like one of those ones where like you don't know what's gonna happen, and like it's very they build up the mystery, and it's very I mean, I don't know if it's unpredictable, but I would say I wasn't expecting the ending.
Okay. Well, then maybe I will watch it one day. I'm gonna have to give it a shot. One thing we should do one time, maybe me, you, and Brandon, or me and you, is pick a movie, watch it, and discuss it.
That'd be great.
But
give Ben and Walter a run for their money. I'm kidding.
Who? Ben and who?
Ben Ulansey and Walter Ryan.
Oh, do they do movie things?
They do this thing where they discuss movies, every week.
Oh.
We can do that. It's fine. Okay. It's fine. Ben's my friend. So
I don't know Walter. I don't know Ben. I don't know Walter.
I know Walter too. Walter's a friend of mine too. I've actually collaborated with Walter before. If you go back on my page, I have a video with Walter. So
I've seen his stuff. He's seen my stuff.
Wait, you be showing your stuff like that? Does Egg know this?
Yeah.
Egg knows you're showing your stuff to different guys.
Yeah. Egg is.
Oh wait, hold on.
Not mine. No.
Hold on. You're ludicrous, right? You're like, I got hoes in different area codes. Area codes. I got hoes.
Luda just came out with a new album.
Did you hear Mike?
What?
He's like, you're a hoe.
No, I didn't. Luda just came out with a new song or a new album, maybe a new song. I love Luda. Came out with it, and his verse on that song is really good. He's still got his flow, Punchy,
one of my favorite songs from Ludacris to this day is still "Blueberry Yum Yum."
I don't think I know that one.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I do.
He's talking about weed. Blueberry Yum Yum.
Yum. Yar! Love me some weed. Let's see. Hold on. So let's see what the
look for that one later if you don't think you know that one, and then see if you can.
Which one is that? The Blueberry
Yum Yum.
Blueberry Yum Yum. Okay. Sorry, y'all. My lips were just feeling dry. Had to take care of that. Okay. Got to go back pretending to work. Thank you, Kobanga.
Propaganda.
Yeah. So is it propaganda? Yeah. That's what it is. Propaganda. Yeah.
Yeah, because it would rhyme with propaganda, but there's a C there. Yeah.
Propaganda. So yeah, same score. Germany and Ecuador tied 44th minute. We're not in the second half yet. Cote d'Ivoire beating Curacao. So who do you think is going to win? You know what the shock is? That South Korea may not go through. Everybody thought that South Korea was going to be second over South Africa in the in Group A with Mexico, Czech Republic. They didn't go through. I mean, they may not go through.
I don't think they are. But here's the thing that does shock me a little bit. But the thing that shocks me even more is that Turkey's not going to go through, because everybody was saying Turkey was supposed to be the second place team with the USA, Australia, and Paraguay, because Paraguay was expected to finish last. Because I mean, Paraguay, they're not really one of the powerhouses in South America. Like, you think about teams that are good in South America, you think Uruguay, Brazil, Argentina, even Chile is better than Paraguay. Some years. Ecuador, Venezuela, Colombia.
Colombia,
But you don't think of Paraguay. Paraguay is always overlooked.
Yeah. I had, my thought on all the South American teams is that damage just on any given day, with Brazil being the one that could really slam us. I hope we don't have to play a South American team unless we get to the round of 16. And then,
Brazil and Argentina look dangerous, so I wouldn't want to.
Yeah. And but like
Messi, my boy Messi is leading the cup right now with the most goals. Cinco goles.
Cinco goles. But you got Erling Haaland with Katja, 4. And Kylian Mbappe with 4.
With 4.
So Lionel, Erling, Kylian, and then you
got Mbappe's got 4.
Yeah, 4. And so Lionel Messi. So what's going to happen is Kylian's going to catch up to Lionel Messi in terms of the most scored goals of World Cup history. Yeah, he's only 3 or 4 behind him right now, and he's like 10 years, 15 years younger than him.
No, that's true.
He's got time.
Messi's 30. Messi's 38.
Yeah, so he's like, and Kylian is like 23, 24, maybe younger than that. So he's gonna.
Yeah,
not younger than that, 24, 25.
Let me make sure, because I think that sounds right, but I.
So Erling Haaland, Kylian Mbappe, Cristiano Ronaldo scored.
He's 27.
He's 27. And how old is Messi?
38. So they're 11 years.
Yeah, so he's got 2 more years. 2 more cycles that he can play to get goals.
This is probably Messi's last cup.
Oh, it's going to be Messi's last cup. It's going to be Ronaldo's last cup.
Well, Ronaldo's 41. Come on.
He's not going to play another cup. Yeah. Who else? What's his name? The little from Czech Republic. What's his name? Played for Tottenham. Played for. Oh my goodness! What is his name? He's. Who else did he play for? I know he played for Tottenham.
Kinski.
No. It's
that's not who you're thinking of.
No.
No. Kinski's young.
Yeah, this is this person is older. He played for Real Madrid. Good Croatian player. Maybe
thinking of
Croatian? That's why.
Oh, Croatia.
No, I'm thinking Croatia. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's why I keep on getting Croatia and Czech Republic mixed.
Is it Modric?
Yes, Luka Modric. No. And this is his last World Cup too.
Perisic is pretty old too.
Is he? Yeah. You know what I want to hear? I want to hear the very first person in football come out while still playing. Not like retire and then come out. I want them to come out and, like everybody to know it. Like it'll be a fucking mess, but
coming out.
Well, like it's ludicrous to believe that everybody who plays football is straight.
No, they're not.
Sits straight. Yeah,
Circle jerks
that's just crazy.
Circle jerks in the locker room. And it's
I've
just
been in
team build.
locker rooms.
No, it's team building.
I've
It's team
I've been in
building.
locker rooms, and you were right. That it does happen. Well, not like that, but like the things that boys do in locker rooms it is why I don't like going into boys' locker rooms.
They're like, I know what guys like.
I know what, like, I've lived that life, so I unfortunately know from that side what sports guys are like, especially football players, not real football players like American football players.
Well,
like
you don't
game
have
day.
you don't have to clarify that with me.
Yeah,
I say
thank
American.
you. Yeah,
I say American football and football. So
but like American football, like my high school team, just the jocks, because I had to be in the locker room because I played soccer, football, and it's disgusting. Like they just like, like for a bunch of straight guys, they do a lot of unstraight things in the locker room.
American
And
football
so
locker rooms too. I've been in those and I've seen it.
that's what I'm talking about. American football locker rooms. That's what I'm talking about. Like high school. Oh, you're talking about you're talking about pro?
Not pro, but like
I'm,
there
I'm
was
talking
a
about high
story
school.
a while. No, I know, but there was a story a while back where what was the joke? Okay, so they were talking about, it was the Patriots, and they were talking about Gronk's dick, like it's massive, like it's a huge dick, and like Tom Brady's like, yeah, Gronk's well blessed or something like that, and I'm like,
well, did they? Well, but like because they hours together. Like so in high school, there were no curtains, no shit, no nothing. So y'all like we were all just like and I was just like, no, this is not it. Not it. I felt really uncomfortable, so I didn't hang out with the locker room folks.
I think that whoever created Gronk put more blessing in there than they did in his brain. Because if you know you know who Gronk is, right?
Yeah. He's got a football brain, American football brain. He would have to win that many World Series and to be that good of a receiver, right?
You mean Super Bowl, yeah. Tight end.
Super Bowl, so tight end.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a tight end.
Yeah, like I see.
I like receivers and tight ends. Those are both great.
You like receivers?
Yeah, receivers and tight ends.
Damn, the game is halftime.
I like
we were at halftime, folks, where the score's 0-0. No, 1-0.
So if you're on defense, right, and you're trying to get to the quarterback, you have to penetrate the line. You have to get through a hole and penetrate it. And then you have to and then you have to sack the quarterback. And if the quarterback's fine enough, I stay on him a little longer. Especially if it's Tom Brady. I don't like Tom Brady as a person. But like, if I was on top of him, tackling him, I'm staying on him for an extra 5 minutes. 5 seconds.
I don't like Tom Brady at all. Like he gives me like the creeps. I don't know. He's just something about him I don't like. But he did try to pull a Wrexham and bought an English team that he's trying to make into the next Wrexham.
Wrexham, he bought a team. Which team did he buy?
I don't know. I want to say Coventry, but that might be wrong. Coventry's going to. It's not Coventry, because Coventry is getting ready to go to the Premier League.
Birmingham City FC.
Yeah. Yes, and that is Wrexham's. One of their rivals. Like they have both come up in the same way. Although Wrexham went back to back, which has never been done before at all. And I was hoping, and everybody, well, I don't know if everybody, but a lot of people were hoping that they would make it to the Premier League this year. And if they had done that, that would have been back to back. And that, like, I don't think that will ever be done.
Well, Birmingham is in the championship. Birmingham is in the championship, so they only have one more. They only have one more.
But see, they weren't. Birmingham and Wrexham came up together. They were in the lower league before that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so yeah, Birmingham and Wrexham, and I do like Birmingham. They have been. I think they've been in the Premier League before.
Have they?
I don't know. Let's see. Aston Villa is the only club from the city of Birmingham playing in the Premier League.
Birmingham
FC
FC has played in the Premier League for a total of 7 seasons. It was founded in 92.
Yeah, I thought they.
Yeah. The club has experienced. Since the modern Premier League was founded in 92, the club has experienced multiple promotions and relegations. They spent a total of 57 seasons in the top tier of English football throughout their history, including the old First Division era. And then in 2002 to 2006, earned promotion through the playoffs under manager Steve Bruce. Their highest finish during this time was 10th in the 2003-04 season. Then they got back in there one season, 07 to 08, after they were relegated, and bounced back up. Oh, they were relegated that year. Sorry. Then they bounced back up and achieved a 9th place finish in 09 and 10. And the last time they were in was 11. So
yeah, they get kicked around a lot. Like they need to be able to build a strong foundation, so that they can have a strong academy, so that people can come through and continue playing and get trained in the way that the team plays.
Die.
Yeah.
Wait, why am I saying that? Oh, because that knew the World Cup song. Go ahead.
United States needs academies. For the amount. Okay, we should have a team. We should have a World Cup by now. If we could move all of baseball into football, or something like that, make football.
Are you suggesting that? Are you suggesting that the goalkeepers pitch the soccer or the football to to a baseball player and then they hit it into the goal?
And then they hit it into the goal. Yes.
Home run.
No.
Wait, hold on. This is going to get me confusing. Home run. Home run. Like goal, but like home run.
Yeah. So hopefully Birmingham City FC and Wrexham will both come up. We are going to, me, Egg, and our bestie are going to Scotland and Wales, London, and maybe hop on over to Amsterdam for a little bit in 2028. We are going to Scotland to dump some of her dad's ashes there, Egg's dad's, and then we're going to London to see Egg's friend who is from Bosnia, but she's going to come to London. And then we are going to go to Wales to see Wrexham. And while we're in London, we're going to see Emirates Stadium, Arsenal. And then we are going to try and find a way to get to Amsterdam. So,
is Egg part Scottish?
Yes.
That's cool.
No. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say something I forgot. I hope you get to Amsterdam. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Going to one of those coffee shops.
So I can tell you stories about that. Like,
the red light district. And the red light.
I've been to the red light district.
Hey, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm not gonna tell you a story about that. I was gonna tell you a story about how my backpack got stolen. Like everything got stolen from me. I put my backpack in a locker right after I got into the train station, and I was fumbling around in my bag to get money or something like that. Somebody who was standing right next to me. Oh, it was a code or something, and he was standing right next to me. He locked it, took my code, and walked away. And I didn't realize he did any of that until I heard him after he'd walked away. He said, "Thank you." And I was like, "Okay, cool." I didn't know he was talking to me. And then when I tried to get into my locker, he had locked that shit. He took my locker. So I had to go to the police and they had to search everything in the locker. They took out all the stuff, made me tell everything that was in my bag, my travel. This was my backpack because I was backpacking through Europe.
Well, your passport wasn't in there, was it?
No, that is the only thing that saved me, is I had my passport on me. So that's why when I tell travelers, always keep their passport on you. And that's what saved me, because I had my passport. I was like, look, this is me. I can tell you everything that's in there. So then it's a known problem that people pick on, like criminals pick on tourists. And I was definitely a tourist back then. I was not as streetwise as I am now. And so it was scary. What I did after that was I went to, what is it called, Greenhouse? I think it was called Greenhouse. One of the original, like the OG smoke shops in Amsterdam. And I got some White Widow and just fucking let it melt away, because I was shaking. I was so scared. I didn't think I was, because I wasn't with anybody at that point. My friend that I was traveling with was gone. So it was just me in Amsterdam. So, and then I went to France by myself and stayed for a couple months, and that was fucking pretty insane. Like the stuff that I did when I was younger, like I wouldn't, I don't know, like I wouldn't advise like a woman to go traveling by herself,
No.
But when I was younger, that was no issue. Or it may have been an issue, but we were less worried about it,
Yeah.
So, but
France must have been great.
France was great. Well, so I have a mixed review about France. France was great, but some of the people were assholes. I got punched in France in my face. That
Is it
part
because
wasn't
of
fun.
is it because Noir?
What?
Le Noir?
Min Noir?
Le Noir.
Le Noir? What? Because of the night?
No, that's Le Nuit.
Oh, it is. What is Le Noir? Like, what is noir like? Because
The
of
black.
Dark? What does that mean? The
black.
Right, but I mean, what does it? What is it? You're saying, is it because of the black? What does that mean?
No, I'm saying, is it because you were black in a rural area, or?
Of no. So I was in Orléans, and that is
Okay.
while not a big part, it is big. Yeah, it's big. It's where Joan of Arc is from, or
Oh
was
yeah,
from,
that is a
that good
decent
stuff.
size city.
Yeah, it is. So it wasn't that. It's just that I put myself into some positions that I think about now, and they were not the smartest positions to put myself into. But I got lucky a lot because I could have, I've been in a lot of trouble. But yeah, so my younger life is a lot different than my life now. Like I'd say, once I hit 29, when I married Egg, then she made me go to rehab. She was like, go to rehab or we are not staying married. And I was like, okay. So I went to rehab.
So you didn't play that you didn't play that Amy Winehouse song?
Yes, I did. It wasn't out then, of course, but
I
went
tried
to rehab
to make
a long time.
me go to rehab, but I said no.
I did the 12 steps. I went to NA, AAA, all that shit. I didn't do the 12 steps. I did all the way up to 11, because the 12th step is stupid to me, and I won't.
What is the 12th step?
The 12th step is to go out and reach out to your fellow brothers and sisters and people and spread the word or some shit.
Oh yeah, that's stupid. Let's do the 11 steps.
It's like trading one cult for another, or one addiction for another.
Yeah.
You trade drugs for this like fucking hardcore AAA or AA like meetings shit. And like I knew like people when I was going, there are people who would, they go every day, and they needed to. Like I was not one that needed to do that. So it was just I did it because I had to do it. NA was a lot funner than AA. but NA was kind of a joke too. The one thing I will say is that it have taken me away from drugs. It gave me enough time to clear out my mind, and yeah. So because of that, I haven't done drugs since 2012. I am California sober.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
You know what
California sober because of weed, but weed's not a
Yeah.
drug.
Yeah.
And I was
No.
just
Well,
I literally was just hitting off my dry vape when you were
I saw it.
talking
Yeah,
about
I saw the
yeah.
sign.
But I was gonna say, I think there's another step in there that's kind of bullshit that I don't really ascribe to. I was in a 12-step program too, but it wasn't for drugs or alcohol, it was for food.
Okay.
And one of the steps in the 12-step program is to find a higher power. And I'd already
Yes.
grown up in a
Yeah.
conservative religious household. And I was like, I am not getting sucked back into religion. There is no way you're going to get me to do any of that. And the thing is when I thought a higher power, I was like, okay, maybe I can fake it if I start looking into like Eastern philosophy, like Buddhism,
Right.
Taoism, Confucianism, Shintoism, all those different ones, and
Right.
try to find some like guiding principles for morality and for how to live my life in that way, and give myself up to
Right.
like just being a good person as opposed to just like saying that I believe in God or whatever, and like freaking yeah. I don't want to be in another cult like you said.
Right.
No.
Right.
A lot of the people that were in the
So
12-step program that I was in were fully into the cult. Well, I mean, it seemed like they were
yeah,
cult minded.
that
Like I was like, Jesus.
that's exactly what it is. So,
Well, it keeps them coming back. If they were actually committed to getting people to stay sober or to do whatever it is the program is designed to do, and then have them be done and not need the group anymore, then they wouldn't have a group. Like the group would just
right.
be nothing. That's why they have people there. I've been sober 20 years and I've been coming to these meetings, whatever. My name is this and whatever. And like it's like they have those established members and it's like, oh, well, yeah, you're fully fucking red pill or blue pilled or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So as it goes with trading alcohol for meetings, I guess that's okay. But like what I
The
tend to see
meetings
is that
the
these
meetings
people,
themselves are fine, yeah.
but like it's I one thing I noticed is that everybody smoked a lot, and that's okay if you smoke, but it's really
Trading
that's
one addiction for
if you're
another.
here we go. Yes, yes. And it's an even worse addiction. Well, alcohol and cigarettes are, to me, they're both horrible. And I smoked for years. I smoked from 16 to 42.
Oh, so you just
And
quit like 8-9 years ago. Or am I doing the math right?
I am 50.
No, that's
Yeah, 52 right now. I'll be 53 this year.
oh well then you're gonna be 11 years this year.
Yeah.
Mike's stopped smoking for 11 years also, but he's 30. He'll be 38 this year, so he quit when he was 27.
Okay. That's
He
good.
went from
That's good.
he went from 16 to 13 to 27, and he started smoking at 13. His mom forced him to smoke a whole carton of cigarettes when I don't even remember why did she do that, Mike?
She never wanted to listen.
Oh, okay. You heard him, right?
She didn't make me. She just like you threw them at you.
Oh, she threw this carton at you, and then you just smoked them, and then you got on a 3-pack a day addiction for like years.
OMG, 3 packs. That's walking.
He chain smoked
cancer.
Yeah, so when he was married to his ex-husband, and they were in you don't want me telling your story, Mike. I'm sorry. I was just gonna say that you
That's
went
fine.
to
Don't smoke cigarettes.
No,
to the
that's fine.
res that you went to the res and bought all those packs because they were there.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So he would get like
sense.
it was like $15 a pack at the time. He'd buy like a whole truck, like a truck bed full of cigarettes.
Right. Yeah. I remember that. I remember that. Like, but now I see the cigarette prices now, and I'm like, yeah, this is good. It should be $11, $12, $13, $14, $15 a pack. I don't really know how much it really is, but they're expensive now. And
It
I
depends
see
on what
people.
state you're in. Missouri is the cheapest for cigarettes, and
Okay.
I think it's New York that's the most expensive for cigarettes in the U.S.
I see people smoking now, and my brother-in-law he's a cool guy, but he still smokes. But he smokes e-juice, like nicotine, like
Yeah,
liquid
yeah.
nicotine.
Oh, that's
Vaping.
what Mike does.
And
He vapes now.
okay, so my bro he smoked cigarettes, and then he stopped, and then he started smoking again, and now he went to vaping to try to get off of smoking but he's having a hard time reducing the vape. So it's
Vaping
nicotine.
isn't really
Nicotine.
like terrible for you. I mean, it's not. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I've vaped.
vaping's yeah, no, vaping. I think the studies show that vaping is pretty bad for you. Yeah, like popcorn lung, um, uh, um, and I don't know if vaping dry versus like weed versus nicotine is different. I don't know. I understand that vaping is probably better with weed. Um, I don't know about nicotine. I don't know. I've vaped once in my life, and it was a PAX. I don't know if you've heard of a PAX. Like it was
Mhm.
the first generation of PAX, and it was a dry
Those
vape.
the disposable ones, yeah.
No, it wasn't It wasn't disposable. It was just called a PAX, PAX, and it was about this big, and it was slender, and you put the weed
What?
in the bottom.
Oh,
And
it's a weed. It was a weed vape.
yeah, weed vape,
Oh, that's
PAX,
weird. I thought you meant you. I thought you did a. I thought you did a nicotine
tobacco.
vape before.
No, no, never, never. When I turned like it was one day when I was at work and I was in the parking garage smoking, and I looked at the cigarette and I was like, you know what, this is fucking nasty, and I stomped it out and threw the pack that I had in the garage in the trash can, and I haven't smoked since. And now every time I smell it, it makes me nauseous, and it makes me like, the fact that I smoked so long.
Mhm.
I can't handle the smell anymore. Um,
I don't. I mean, it's weird. I've never been a smoker per se, like smoking cigarettes. I've never done
right,
that. But
right.
like whenever I was out at the bar drinking, sometimes like I would occasionally smoke one cigarette every few months.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. Bart, so the party lifestyle leads sometimes to smoking. When I was younger, the problem is all my friends smoked.
yeah.
And I was in that scene.
If all your
I
friends
stepped
smoke,
away.
get new friends.
Yes. Yeah. Seriously, seriously. But that makes it. You're like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get rid of all my friends just because they smoke.
And I actually what was I gonna say? I don't know. I'm getting older
um,
and I feel like I've lost all my friends. Well, you know what I mean, like all my old
yeah.
friends.
Yeah. I like through transition. I say I had one friend, and she is still bestie. We like in real life. In real life.
Yeah.
I really don't have a lot of friends in real life. I have one friend in real life, that meaning in where I am in the A.
Yeah.
And that is bestie. I don't like all my other friends decided not to come along when I decided to transition. So, yeah.
Well, they
And
can all
making new
fuck
friends
off.
is yeah, and making new friends in person is hard.
It is hard,
It
especially in your 50s.
yeah, it requires a
Yeah.
lot of socializing that I'd rather not do, because that means
Yeah.
getting dressed and going out, and parking and paying for parking, and maybe late nights at a dance. Like there's a like queer dance coming up tomorrow, not tomorrow, on Friday, and
Oh,
it's going to be fun. It starts at 9 o'clock. Starts at 10 o'clock. But like when I see starts at 10 o'clock, I'm thinking, you know what? I'm probably not going to go to that, because at 10 o'clock, I'm happy to be in my house, chilling, not going anywhere. So as much as I wish I could do the club life, I'm not there anymore. So,
Um, well, I mean, when you go out, when you go out to meet new people, it doesn't necessarily have to be that kind of stuff. Like, there's also like events where, like online events that get planned, like sporting, like dodgeball or whatever,
yep.
or game nights, like where you play
Yeah,
board
yeah.
games together, or like cards or whatever.
Right. You are
Um,
100% right about that.
for me,
There's something called Transroid. Go ahead. Go ahead.
in my go ahead and say what you're gonna say,
No,
and
you
then
go
I'll
ahead. I
in
was just gonna say something about.
transphobia, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
In my 20s is well, my late 20s, early 30s. That's when I started meeting new friends through game nights and stuff, like board games.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that was my crew for a few years.
There used to be a place in Atlanta called Caffeines, and it was a coffee shop with board games and
Oh, that's fun.
music. So yeah, and it was great. It was a great idea, but it didn't last a long time. I think people,
Oh.
want it was in a place where it was next to bars and shit like that. So probably not the best place to
Yeah,
locate.
they probably should have moved
Um,
that to something a little bit more like in an area.
Peaceful.
Yeah,
Peaceful. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, you do that. There is something called Trans Joy that happens every third Wednesday of the month at a gay club. And the from 6 until 9, trans people come and play board games and hang out. And
That's
if they
fun.
yeah, and if you want to stay, then you can stay, but usually then all the gay boys come in, and then it's like there's a bunch of trans women, and the trans women kind of scatter. Non-binary people are maybe in there, but it's really a gay club. So once 9, 10 o'clock hits, the the crowd changes, pretty
Mhm.
rapidly. Um,
To a bunch of straight people mixed in with gay people.
Well, yeah, no, no, just a bunch of gay guys who
No,
sometimes
do
are
you get what
not.
I'm saying though? Because like straight women now and
What?
straight men, like straight women especially, like to go to gay clubs with gay men.
Yeah, well, yeah, because they're safe. Sure,
Yeah.
theoretically, anyway. No,
And then even
no.
now I've seen some straight guys going to gay bars and I'm like,
I know,
do you just want the
and so
attention
there's.
or
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, if you're a straight guy, cis, and you're going into a club, why are you, a gay club? Why are you going there? Why are you going there? And that, I had to ask myself that question because that's what I was doing. I know what I was doing. I was looking to see, what my sexuality was. So I was going to gay clubs by myself, um, and my friends didn't know. But yeah, straight guys going to gay clubs. Maybe they're not straight. Maybe
straight,
they're not
yeah.
100% straight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Maybe they're not as straight. Yeah.
I fooled around with a few straight guys in my day.
How did that work out?
Uh it was what it was. I mean, in the
Um,
moment, whatever. There's this guy who came over one time. He responded to my ad. I put it on like a website or whatever. I think it was Craigslist. It was
okay.
like probably like 20 no, yeah, 20 years ago probably. He said he was married,
Right,
straight,
right.
whatever. He came in and he's like, I said, what do you want to do? He's like, can you just like suck my dick and jack me off, whatever? And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. I did it. He came really fast and left. I was like, okay, that's cool, whatever.
Yeah.
Brandon's
I
here.
mean, no, yeah, no pay or anything. I mean,
No,
at least
no
collect.
pay. I mean, I could have.
Yeah.
I'm not a prostitute though, so.
I mean, I don't know, like, what is a little money for in exchange for services rendered?
Well, here's the thing.
You
I
know,
always say that people don't realize they're accidentally prostituting themselves when they date people because you go out, you buy drinks for each other, you buy food, or or if it's a one-sided thing, you're the one who's poor, and the person that you're meeting up with has the money and buys you food and drinks, whatever, and then you have sex afterwards. So there was an
Right.
exchange there. There was an exchange
So
there.
here's the Well, here's the thing. This is what I tell Bestie, Mishmish. I tell her, I told her just last night. I was like, prostitutes, and we were talking about prostitutes. We were talking about sex work, and how to me, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, yeah, okay, it's not safe sometimes. If we can make it safe, that's good. But I keep on telling her, everybody sells their body. It just matters what part you're in. So sex workers sell their physical body. Corporate workers sell their mental body, their mental, or their physical. Like in corporate workers, I know a woman who has worked so hard, she has now had a nervous breakdown. This is it's beginning to affect her mentally. Yeah, so they are selling their bodies. They're working so hard, and then people who look down on sex workers, I'm like, hey, wait, are you working 50 hours a week? Because if you're working 50 hours a week, then you're selling yourself too. It's just a different way. Like some people don't. Some people look down on sex workers, and I'm like, well, I'm looking at you and seeing that you're chained to the corporate ladder, and not really going anywhere, or like working so hard so you can get a raise in a couple of years and maybe get up to sea level, and like, do I, like, pushing on up the corporate ladder, is that really what you want to do for the next, I don't know, 30 years, 45 years?
Probably do.
Yeah, there are people who are stuck in that, like, in that lifestyle. Like, my bestie is an only parent to two children. So she has to work. She absolutely has to work, and she has to push, because she needs as much money as possible. And it's unfortunate because I hate that she has to do that. She's put her passions on the backside, but has, in a certain way, has made work her passion and her life's duty. And I'm like, you can't keep on working 60, 70 hours a week. You're getting paid but she gets paid a great salary. So, I have to always remember that she is an only parent. She works her butt off. She makes a lot of money. But money's not the only thing. And, so, I don't know. Me and my therapist got on this.
I sold myself to the corporate world for many, many years.
So did I.
For 22, and then my body just had enough, and for the last 8, I haven't been able to go back. But at this point, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't sound like a great thing to say out loud, but I kind of hope I don't get into a better physical condition, or that my body stays. No, okay, I can't say this. I don't want to say that.
I know what you're trying to say, though. At least I think I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
So when I think about my life, I don't think about work. I don't think about the daily grind. I did that, and now that I've had time away from that, it bothered me so much. I was not in the right frame of mind when I was doing that. It was just push, push, push. And now that I've been away from it for a while, I tend to think, in terms of like, working is just manual labor for me. It's just labor, and I'd rather labor with things I love, and
the labor
work, like, a lot of places that now the place I worked, the magic shop, that was fun, and I worked at bookstores, that was fun, but once again, that's retail, and you have to do retail shit, and I am not a retail shit type of person anymore. I like to, what I did was, I talked to people. If they needed shit, I could find them shit. But it's customer care is more what I was doing. Building relationships so people come back, and so people have a good experience. Create a atmosphere that's friendly, and inviting. And I did all those things. I was very good at those things, but I don't want to do those. I mean, not that I don't want to do those anymore. I just don't want to do those like where I have to stand up. I can't stand up much anyway because I'm pain, but my Crohn's disease is going off. But so.
Yeah, when you're in chronic pain, like we
been
are.
working with the,
Yeah. It's hard.
So
to
I went. I've been to the. I went to my Crohn's doctor today, and immediately he ordered blood tests and poopy tests because Crohn's. So I had to fill 2 vials of poop, and they took like 12 vials of blood today.
I would have brought the poop with me beforehand.
I didn't have the vial.
No. I would have carried it. Carried it in a brown bag.
Right. So the unfortunate part is that one had to be frozen and one has to be put in the refrigerator, which is pretty disgusting, but whatever. I've been doing this is stuff that I'm so used to that, I had a fecal transplant in 2017. I think I had one of the first fecal transplants in Atlanta in 2017.
Oh, wow.
It was kind of crazy, but I haven't had C. diff since then. So,
wait, hold on, OnyxRose. I gotta say something funny. I'm about to make a joke. Go ahead.
Okay.
You said Dr. Wolf. Shout out to Dr. Wolf.
Yeah. He's my gastro. Go ahead.
All right. So you have a vial of it, right, in the fridge, right? So no. This is okay. Hold on. No. There's you said one has to be frozen, one has to be put in the fridge, right?
Right.
So there's a tub of an unknown substance, a brown unknown substance in the freezer, right? And Egg gets hungry one night. Like she's like, I want a midnight snack. So she goes in the freezer. She grabs her Rocky Road ice cream, or at least what she thinks is her Rocky Road ice cream. And she starts just digging in and just eating this. She's like, why does this taste different? Why does this taste different? And then she's like, oh my God, did I just 2 girls, 1 cup? And you walk in. No. First you walk in, you're like, oh, what are you doing with my poop in your hand and a spoon? And you see her eating it. Like, oh my God, did you just 2 girls, 1 cup my frozen poop?
Frozen poop. Egg has been through
that's
the whole
getting
nose
clipped. That's getting clipped.
Oh, I don't want it to get clipped. I hope it doesn't. What time is it at? It's at 1:27:15. If it does get clipped, I'll just make it. I'll just go back and create.
No, put it in there. Put it in.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. Yeah.
That'd be funny.
But yeah, so let's see what's going. Oh, Cote d'Ivoire 2-0 on Curacao. Germany 1-1. Boring. Ecuador, Germany. I don't know if it's a good game or if it's just boring, but Cote d'Ivoire is going to go through, which is good.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. So Ecuador could have gone through as one of the best 3rd place teams if they had won.
They're still playing, so hopefully we'll see.
Yeah. But Germany doesn't necessarily need to win this game. They're going through, so that's why I'm saying
they're going through. Mm-hmm. It's just it's a position thing. Like what on the table? If they're higher, that's better because they play a 3rd place team as opposed to a 2nd place team.
Yeah. 2nd place teams are good.
So,
well, most of the 2nd place teams are decent.
Yeah, so most of them, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so for Pride Month, right?
Right.
I haven't gotten to do much. Because I've had my ankle injury throughout Pride Month. I haven't done anything this year.
Right.
I had a pride flag that I was going to put up for our broadcast whenever we do them, but I didn't have any this year, and now I can't find it. It's somewhere in here, but I'll find it eventually.
Right.
I hear Atlanta Pride's actually in October. Is that correct?
Yeah, October 11th and 12th. So it's usually it's in accordance with National Coming Out Day. Oh no, that's November. So yeah, it's October 11th and 12th.
That's nice.
And or 12th and 13th. Yeah. So Atlanta Pride is crazy huge. There are a lot of people, um, and there will be a lot of protesters and issues. Like the two prides that I've been to, I went to Athens Pride, which is where UGA is,
I know Athens.
University of Georgia,
Yeah.
and yeah, there were Nazis there. Yeah. And when we went to Smyrna Pride, which was a smaller pride, there was
Yeah.
one protester, and so I got a picture of me standing right next to the protester. He was waving his sign saying "You're going to hell," and I was like, "Yeah, okay." But yeah, so our
Wait.
my yeah.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Say what you're gonna say because I have a joke.
No, you better tell your joke because I'm gonna tell a story like a little.
Okay. The guy says, "Oh, God hates FAGS or whatever," and says, "You're going to hell." And it's like, well, you're gonna be joining me there because you're a
Yep.
hypocritical Christian. So let's
Yep.
get that picture
Yep.
together. So this can be the last picture we're gonna have together before we spend the eternity in hell together. But go ahead.
There we go.
Yeah.
The Smyrna Pride, I was so happy. I don't know if I told you this. Like my bestie has two girls, and
Mm.
one of them, they're 11 and 13. So the 11-year-old actually came out earlier or last year, at the end of last year, as lesbian.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
and then this pride that we went to, Smyrna Pride, the 13-year-old she was doing her makeup and she had a, a, a flag on her face and like makeup, and makeup. And so once I saw the flag, I immediately knew. I didn't say anything. But then and I have pictures with her just to capture the moment, and so she came out that day. She is bisexual. She painted the bisexual flag on, and her mom, my bestie, was like, so what's this flag? And she said, oh, the bisexual flag. And Mish was like, uh, so do you understand what this means? And she's like, yeah, I'm bisexual. And she's like, oh, okay. And what I'm trying to say is like, these two girls looked forward to this pride for an entire year because we went last year and it was so good and it was so family oriented. There were, no creeps, and to see little children running around, uh, you know, non-binary, trans, cis, all playing together, and celebrating Pride, and then to do it again this year, and they were so fucking happy, and it was so much fun, and they to to be so young and to be so certain of who you are is amazing, and while their sexualities may change and while their gender may change, they have started the processing of these emotions and feelings earlier than I ever did. But yeah, it was a joyous time. Uh,
Nice. I like that.
uh,
And the image that you kind of described of all the children playing together from all backgrounds, that is a world that I want to see someday, just everywhere. Just beautiful.
yeah,
Everybody just coming
yeah.
together and just no matter what, like play together. And
Pride is really good like that. I like smaller prides because of that. It's more comfortable and it's more, it's more family friendly.
For the Russians.
What's that?
Mike said that for him, his childhood was kind of like that, being around people in different backgrounds, different cultures, because he grew up in what a lot of people would consider. Well, I like to call it a working class neighborhood, maybe a poor neighborhood, but some people would call it the hood or the ghetto. This little ginger boy right here, he was surrounded by Hispanic people, black people. Like it was it wasn't a majority white neighborhood, obviously, but
Right.
he felt comfortable in that environment because we're from California. California is very integrated, very tolerant, and very
No, it's
accepting.
not. No, it's
What?
not. Los
What are you
Angeles,
talking-
you got Hispanic people in the Mexicans in Los Angeles, Hispanic people in Los Angeles hate black people. They're fucking beefing all the time. Yeah. Oh, look at all the gangs. La Raza, they hate black people.
Yeah, these are the gangs. So you're literally just looking at the gangs. Are you looking at the actual people that interact day to day?
No,
There's not.
no.
You're
I
not.
don't
You're
know
not
anybody.
seeing. You're not seeing that among regular people. People just hang out. Like when I went to school too, because I was in the same kind of situation Mike was, but my neighborhood was just a little better.
Right.
Black kids, Hispanic kids, Russian kids, all of us, we just played together because it was just
Right.
we didn't have.
Yeah, I mean,
like
I've had that too. My dad was in the army, so I grew up on an army base, and that was the same thing. It was international. Lived in Korea for a little bit, international. I was on the army base then too. So,
yeah, army bases are very diverse.
Yeah, and that's how. Yeah, I mean, I called myself a walking United Colors of Benetton dating person because I dated everybody from different nationalities and ethnicities.
So did I. I ended up with a white boy though, but that's fine because he's good peeps.
Yeah, well, same with Egg. Egg's good peeps.
Yeah.
She had to.
Well,
Egg had a learning curve. She had to like adapt to really quickly. Because she had never dated a black person, and at the time, people were looking at me as a black man, and so we got it from everybody, like black people who think who didn't like me being with a white woman, white people who thought she was a race traitor, and the hateful eyes and the spitting and being put the farthest cable away. We went through all of that.
And racist white people calling you, oh my god, Lessange, what am I trying to say? I think that's all I had to say. I was gonna say big, but I totally blinked on the word, and I know how to say big, but it's like, yeah. But you already know what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have to say it out loud to the people because that's not something I'd ever call a black person. That's fucked up.
Right.
But like you would have a racist black person say that to you, like that.
Yeah,
that's probably happened. I mean, you said in España. In España, they do that to the players all the time, like the black players on the teams.
Yeah, well, that Spain, Italy, Italy is extremely racist. Italy has black men leaving off the pitch crying because they're throwing bananas and making monkey sounds. So yeah, I have a low tolerance when it comes to Italy as a country. Now, the people of Italy may be nice, and I'm not saying the entire people
but
of
the
Italy
sports fans
bad,
are usually going to be more conservative in general,
which is
why you would get that kind of racism at like a match, because those fans are like, I've noticed it's not universal, but I've noticed that a lot of sports fans tend to lean conservative. It just seems to be a thing, although there is a large group of people who are on the other side of the spectrum that like sports too, but for different reasons potentially, or whatever. But like, I feel like sports is the one thing that kind of does bring liberals and conservatives together. But the conservatives that are sports fans seem to tend to be very like passionate about everything that they do and say, whatever. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, with the racist specifically in sports, if you're running into racist fans, especially conservative, well, I mean, most of them are going to be conservative, although there are I don't understand racist liberals, but
there are a lot of racist people out there, and it's just they've become emboldened to do crazy shit. It's crazy shit. People tend to think they can put their hands on black people and not expect something in return. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm in a group on Facebook that says crazy shit white people do, and it's literally all about white people like picking fights with black people and then get the shit beat out of themselves and wondering why, you know? And I'm like, well, you can't push it, you know, it's just, it's in this day and age, you just can't do that, you know? It's just
Yeah.
not smart.
I have a story from the early 90s. I was a kid. So I was like around
Okay.
10 years old. I was right in front of my church. I was walking, I think I was walking either from school or wherever. I was just in my neighborhood. And this car pulls up, slows down a little bit towards me, and they yell the word "spick," and I don't hear it at first because I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Right.
But then I realize though that they're looking for trouble, so they say "spick" to me. And they keep saying "spick." I'm like, what the hell is "spick" and what's going on? And I'm like,
Right.
I turn around, see these two racist, older, like middle-aged white guys. I'm like, do I need to run? So then, like, I'm in front of my church. It looks like one of them's going to get out of the car. I'm 10 years old. What the fuck are they doing to a kid? Right. I run into that church.
Yeah.
Well, not into the church, but like into the back of the church and then through the gate. Fucking like I bolt. I'm like I'm like a sprinter, like getting out of there.
No,
I found out later on that word was a derogatory term for Hispanics.
Yeah. Well,
and I'm not Hispanic. So that was weird.
That is true.
But I am brown, so. You
are brown. I've told the story multiple times already, but I'll tell it one more time because I think everybody's already heard it. But you know, I was when I moved to Atlanta, Marietta to Atlanta. I went to a high school and I was on a football team, and everybody gave me a nickname of Reagan, and they called me that throughout the whole year. And I thought that was, you know, okay, a nickname. I got a nickname, whatever. And then on the last day, homie said, "Spell it backwards." Yeah, the whole fucking year, the whole fucking season. You know,
I got it right away though. When I heard you say it, I was like, "Oh."
So you know, and so it doesn't surprise me. I've had it my whole life. It surprised me. That surprised me. But that kind of.
So were they trying to call you a backwards N-word?
Yes, they were.
No.
Trying I mean, like, they were.
No. I mean, that's the literal thing they were doing. But I'm figuratively, were they trying to call you a backwards N-word? Like somebody who's backwards? Like slow or whatever?
No. It was, they were just calling me the N-word.
No, I know. But like, yeah. But like, for me, like, thinking about that, like... It's so upsetting.
Yeah, it was kind of rough. I was not it was, you know, I lost a lot of friends after that. Let's just say that.
Wait, some of your friends came in or got in on that?
No, there were people I thought were friends, and I had to, you know, I can't really hang out with them anymore.
You had to reprogram that because you're like, nope. You called me the worst president in the last. Well, no, the third worst. Oh my God, how many presidents? Anyway, no, because I said Reagan, like Reagan, you know, the actual president, not the other word, but like it sounds like that. I'm like,
so you know, like racism, you know, and even online, it's kind of crazy, you know.
Oh, it's more emboldened online now. Crazy online. Like the stuff you hear online and see online now. There's just so much.
Right.
And some of it might be provocateurs, like people who get paid to do it, or like you know, outside governments and stuff, like for the U.S. specifically, like trying to stoke division.
Right.
A lot of that is actual people. A lot of people who are just ignorant.
Yes, indeed. That is the shape of the world we live in nowadays.
And even if you're on the right side of something and you argue it very soundly with perfect logic and you and your argument has no holes in it, these people still won't listen. They'll think they've won.
Right. Well, they don't care. And like, I'm beginning to think, why am I trying to explain this to them? Maybe I should reroute my thoughts and not try to explain to like TERFs why trans people, especially specifically trans women and non-binary people, should be accepted into women's spaces.
So OnyxRose, this is what I do. Let's see if this will help you or like give you a little bit of empowerment here.
Okay.
What I like to do to these people, because they just won't get it anyway, is mixed in with my logic and all that stuff that I do. I also kind of troll them a little bit. So I kind of like, I throw the argument into where, like, if they agree or if they even like take the bait even a little bit, like they look like a hypocrite, or they'll have egg on not your woman, but
right,
they'll have egg on their face. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
I don't mind playing with these people for a while. Like I will answer back and forth, and then I'll just stop answering.
Trump likes it. He's a masochist.
Yeah, Trump likes it. Yeah.
So Ecuador is up 2-1 in the 85th minute.
Yeah, they're gonna win.
Cote d'Ivoire is still up 2-0. So they're gonna win.
Yeah.
I've seen.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Cote d'Ivoire then becomes the second place team. Ecuador advances as a third place team if this holds. Yeah. And Germany is still Germany still wins Group E, but they will be tied in points with Cote d'Ivoire because the first tiebreaker now is not the goal differential anymore. It is the head-to-head, and Germany did beat Cote d'Ivoire.
Right.
Yes.
I don't like that, but I understand why they did that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Cote d'Ivoire will be second, or no?
Yeah, they'll be second.
Yeah.
Ecuador will be Ecuador will be third, and Ecuador would likely go advance as a best third place team because of their 4
I think
points.
so.
We'll see how that shakes out, because only the top 12 of those remaining third place teams after the top 2 of each of the 12 groups will advance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is exciting. We've been watching Cote d'Ivoire, and they're a good team. So I'm happy that they are advancing. Ecuador, I was surprised. I'm surprised Germany's playing. Either Ecuador is playing really good, or Germany's just playing really bad. Germany has a better team. I won't say has a better team than Ecuador. I don't know if that's true, but they have.
Never underestimate the South American teams.
Right, that's right. You can't. That's why I say I don't want to run into a South American team for the United States. I'm like hoping that we don't.
They're all in the shadow. Play England. Yeah, they're all in the shadow of Brazil and Argentina. Right. But those other South American teams are quietly dangerous.
Yeah. So don't want to face them. Like I'd like to play South Africa. I'm a little nervous about playing Bosnia. I'm not gonna lie. But I guess that we will be playing Bosnia. That's what I've been hearing on July 1st.
Is that set already?
I don't think it's 100% set. I think it says United States TBD, but I think that TBD has been determined as Cote d'Ivoire. As Bosnia Herzegovina.
Okay.
South
Africa, Canada is already locked in.
Yeah, and
that's the only one. That's the only one that's locked in.
I tend to, When people say, what I've heard is that more than likely it's going to be Bosnia. It's not locked in, but people are talking about Bosnia and how it's going to be them and how it might give the United States some trouble because of their size and their brawniness, and so I'm hoping that the United States doesn't wilt under the strength of the Bosnian players. and they'll have to play some good defense.
So wait, football. So USA is playing as a football team, and Bosnia is playing like a rugby team.
Yeah, that's basically how Australia played at the whole second half. They started.
Yeah.
I knew that once we got up, that's what they were going to do because, well, it's Australia, but they
But
had
Australia
to
also
throw.
has Australian rules. They have that one sport,
Yeah,
Australian
Australia
rules
football.
football.
Right. Right.
That's fun. I've seen that. I've watched those games. Those are fun.
I haven't seen any of those. I haven't seen any rugby games. I guess it's Australian rules football. Is that rugby? No, or is that just a different?
It's just a different sport, but I mean, I guess it's similar to rugby.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a rugby match. I haven't seen, or what it's called, a scrum, or I don't know what it's called. I haven't seen.
You're right.
I haven't.
No,
seen
the scrum
it.
is the pile when
Right.
they go for the ball.
Right.
Yeah. I like watching a bunch of guys piled on top of each other trying to grab their balls. Yeah, that's fun. Mike's yelling at me. He's like, Sturgill. Yeah.
Okay, so almost 90th minute. We are still.
Well, you know how I know it's almost 90th minute because we dedicated to go live for a full 2 hours, basically, and it's almost up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Well, that's what? That's good because after this game, then it's Tunisia, Netherlands, and Japan and Sweden.
Were you about to say Jap? Were you about to say Japland?
Jap. I was about to say Japan instead of Japan. So who do you want out of Tunisia and Netherlands?
No, I know. I'm overreacting to something that sounded like a because Jap is a racial slur.
Well, I know, but I didn't say that. I would never.
No,
say
I know.
That.
I know. You saved it. You saved it. Wait, who do I want to win which game?
Japan, Sweden.
Oh God, you're making me choose difficult. Because the thing is I've studied Swedish and I love the Swedish language, and I like Japan too. I like their culture. I don't know their language much. I like their food, obviously, just Japanese food. Oh my God, it's so good.
Right.
Japan's a very tough team.
Japan's a tough team. Sweden's got a lot of talent.
That's what I'm saying. That's going to be a tough game. I want to say
tough game.
If I had to root for one at this point, I'm going to root for Sweden.
I think I'm going with Sweden too. Tunisia, Netherlands.
Oh, Netherlands.
Now, if Netherlands does not win this game, if they don't win this game, it's going to be one of the biggest upsets of the tournament.
Well, the thing is if they tie Tunisia, they'll go Dutch on the score.
Yes. But yeah, and then after that is Turkey, and USA and Turkey. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Turkey and Paraguay and Australia. Ooh, wow. That one's going down tonight too. So I'm not a big fan of Australia's team. I did see an Australian A-League game that was amazing. I can't remember who it was. Melbourne, I think, and Sydney FC.
Okay,
so
one thing I want to say ahead of the USA Turkey match tonight is Haydi Turkey.
I have no idea what you're saying.
Bizim çocuklar. I'm rooting for Turkey tonight.
Are you?
No, I was. I want to see if that gets clipped.
I am rooting for it's kind of funny because I don't root for America in anything except for football, or I should say the United States of America. I don't, I don't rep. I'm not really a big rah nationalist type person, except for World Cup time.
Well, yeah, because that's that the World Cup. It's okay to be it's okay in this specific tournament to be nationalist towards your team.
Right.
Not
And really, yeah, it's really only football. Like I don't extend that to anything else.
not you
Like
didn't
it
you weren't
really is
rooting for
on
the
the pitch.
USA in the World Baseball Cup.
Shit, I didn't even know there was a World Baseball Cup.
Yeah, Venezuela won it this year.
I didn't know there was one.
They beat the U.S. in the final.
I had no idea there was a World Baseball Cup. I learned something new every day. I've
Japan won
never
it.
heard that.
Japan won it 4 years ago.
Okay, is it every
Japan,
4 years?
Yeah, Japan beat the U.S. 4 years ago, and this year it was Venezuela, U.S. And the U.S., which mainly comprises of American-born baseball players, like MLB players, lost to the Venezuelans, who were heavily underdogs for the final. Yeah, and that was after the invasion, so I mean, huge deal. But what was I going to say? Yeah, no, World Baseball Classic. So a lot of the players in the World Baseball Classic are major league players, but they a lot of them go to the team that they were born in, like Venezuela, Dominican Republic. You know, because there are a lot of
players do.
There are a lot of Dominican players, Dominican players in baseball.
Sure,
it's like that's like probably like 25% of baseball right now is Dominican.
Okay.
So that Dominican Republic's always a good team in the World Cup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Too bad they're not good in football.
Yeah, no, their preferred sport's baseball, just like Cuba. Well, Haiti's more of a football. Haiti's a football.
Haiti played last night. Haiti played last night. They didn't win, but they played last night.
No. Haiti showed up. That's what I'm saying. So Haiti qualified for the World Cup, but they just showed up.
They made Haiti change their jerseys because they said their jerseys were too revolutionary or some shit like that. It had I guess it had something to do with the uprising, and they didn't want to make it political or some shit.
Well, but the World Cup is the thing that people need to realize is that FIFA is very political. And
FIFA's
they try to act like they're not.
Right.
And no, nobody's falling for that. Nobody's falling for their shit.
Nobody's falling for their shit.
Oh, the Germany game's almost final. The Germany game's almost final.
No, it's not final yet.
No, there's 7 minutes of extra time.
Oh shit! Yeah,
and we're in the 97th.
6 minutes. In the 97th minute, yeah,
it says +7. It says +7.
+7. Yeah, they're done. That's good. I can't believe Germany's going out. They're not going out. Why do I keep on thinking that they're not going out? But still,
no, they're not going out. They're still the first place team, but Ecuador need to win this. Ecuador needed.
Yeah, they must have rested some places.
It's over.
Well, that's good. I would have rested some players if I could have, knowing that I didn't need to win this. But like Mexico, I would have wanted to win this. If Germany fielded a younger team and didn't want to win that, I'm trying to figure out why. But yeah, it's full time. So those two games down, Cote d'Ivoire. I think nobody. I don't think either. I think Ecuador is surprising to some people. Maybe it's surprising to me because I thought Germany would show out better. But Cote d'Ivoire, that's not surprising at all. So
yeah, Cote d'Ivoire. That's the story of the tournament right now. That's
right.
All I'm going to say. The small West African country of Cote d'Ivoire.
Right.
They were previously colonized by the French, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
As was much of West Africa.
No.
Excluding Nigeria, I believe. Nigeria was under British rule.
And Ghana.
Ghana, maybe.
Yeah.
Liberia is also. Liberia. Well, no.
Liberia was created for Black people to come back to Africa. Oh.
No, but before before the creation of Liberia, what was that land?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know
because
what its name was.
that was for freed basically mostly American slaves. They
Right.
repatriated Africa by going to Liberia. And that's why the official language of Liberia is English, and the capital is Monrovia, which was named after President Monroe, I believe.
Okay.
And the Monroe Doctrine.
So I'm trying to. Okay. The original name for Africa. Do you know that? And this is so. It wasn't. It's not like Africa is not the real name.
What?
Let me see. After doing some very, very brief, it seems that
Jambalambala,
okay, so
this time for Africa, Jambalambala, You remember that song I was telling you about earlier, that Shakira song from 2010 when they did the South Africa World Cup? That's my favorite World Cup song. Well, from the last 25 years, but the other one I really like is Cup of Life by Ricky Martin. Go, 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 ole, ole, ole. Yeah.
Ole, ole. Oh. Sorry, something just kicked me out. I'm trying. There's Alkebulan. Alkebulan is widely cited in Pan-African and Afrocentric circles as the oldest indigenous name for the continent of Africa. It translates to Mother of Mankind or Garden of Eden.
I see that. Yeah.
So yeah.
And the ancient Egyptians called Africa Kemet, the Black Land.
Yes. They called the southern part of what is now Egypt. Like below Kush. Kush.
Referring the dark, fertile soil along the Nile. Yeah, they weren't talking about the people; they were talking about the soil.
And the Kushites. Hold on just a minute. What's up, Gooby? Good. I'm in a live, so yeah, cool. Okay. Okay.
I have clothes on now, by the way. I mean, a shirt.
That's good.
I've had a shirt on now for the last 20 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, no reason to get dressed on, my behalf. You can go ahead and.
You saw a little nipple earlier.
I saw a little nipple. I caught the nipple.
It wasn't on the live, but it was in the preview.
No, yeah, we kept it. We kept it strictly PG on the live today.
PG-13. No, PG-13.
PG-13. All right. Well, Sturg, we're gonna have to wrap this up.
I know. We're at 2 hours.
Home.
Like we said.
Yeah, we're at 2. Yeah. So that was fun. We'll have to do it again.
We did a lot. We loved it.
Thanks for coming in, everybody in the comments.
We're gonna do this again in a couple weeks, maybe even sooner than that.
Yeah. We'll see if we can get Brandon to pop in. I think he's still in the chat, maybe not. Yeah. Do you want to plug anything? You got anything going on recent or coming up?
Well, I mean, our revamped Tuesdays with Two Gays every week still. We changed. We have a bunch of new segments. We don't have FMK anymore.
Yeah.
We were told by my head editor over here, my man of 12 years, that he didn't really like that segment, so we cut it out, and we put different things in there. We have a lot of new good ideas. If you haven't watched the recent one yet, you've got to go and watch and see what we talked about. We had a fun segment where we had to argue two different sides of an issue, and even if we didn't believe our side, we had to come up with arguments it was like a minute or two to explain both sides of the argument. And this last one we just did was neighborhoods. Are they necessary or not? Yeah. And I obviously argued the perspective of neighborhoods are good because they offer safe spaces for people in our communities. And then I listed some really historic ones, like Stonewall's in the one of the neighborhoods in New York.
Right.
That started the whole Pride movement. And then I was talking about Chicago has North Halsted, which is Boys Town. That's the nickname.
Right. Right.
Midtown is Atlanta's Midtown.
Right.
Then I named some other ones. Let's see, Sacramento, where I'm from. That one's called Lavender Heights, which is also in Midtown.
Yeah.
And then Chicago is, I've lived there, so I mentioned that one. I had said that one already.
Yeah.
And then LA has West Hollywood and a few others.
WeHo, yeah.
Yeah, WeHo.
Yeah.
WeHos. Different area
WeHos.
codes. We got hose.
I like I like this. Why were we naming this off? Because it just slipped my brain. What were you naming off? The cities that had what?
I was just naming some neighborhoods. And
Yeah, okay, that's what
Brandon had to argue the side that online communities and integration of it, and acceptance more by society and the communities makes it unnecessary for neighborhoods to exist. So even though he did kind of offer up the fact that he lives in rural Missouri and that it's important for us to stay where we are so that we're still visible in those places, and that the online communities do help him and stuff.
Right.
So we were talking about that.
Oh.
But then I was arguing from the side, I've lived in big cities, and this is actually the stance I take, is that neighborhoods are necessary because of the safe spaces and all that, and all the community resources and our organizing and all that stuff happen in these neighborhoods, and they're a place where we can congregate without feeling like we're going to get victimized, like necessarily, whatever. Right. So that was the whole argument there, and we both just shared our argument. And then somebody joked in the comments, what would happen? Oh, it was Ben. He's like, what would happen? How do you win this or whatever? It was like we weren't going to do a competition or whatever,
right?
But we ended up. I said Brandon gets a sloppy BJ if he wins, and then I said, I should have thought about this prize before I should have flown out there before I decided this prize.
Oh shit!
And Mike looked at me and he's like, "It really, Sturge." Like,
right. Like
I'm playing around. I'm not really giving him a sloppy blowjob. Yeah, so it was fun. But we have other segments too that I'm gonna. I'll give you a list of it on. Definitely. I'll send you a message later and show you what we're doing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What do you have to plug?
Nothing. I haven't been writing much because I'm thinking about actually coming back to Substack to start writing again. So,
that'll be fun. Like, we can collaborate too.
Yeah, I'd love that. Beehive is just not, unfortunately, Beehive is a newsletter type of system, and that is not what I write. I can't write like a daily newsletter or a weekly newsletter type of thing. Where it's kind of structured and like I'd just rather write, and so I don't know. Yeah. We'll see.
Okay. You have anything else going on? Are you meeting with Sammy again?
Yeah, I will be. We don't have anything planned as of yet, but I do plan on getting in touch with her and Autumn next week to see when we can get together. So I don't know if we'll do one, all three of us, or if it'll just be me and Sammy, and then
maybe Sammy and you.
Yeah, we can do that too. Actually, that would be good. That would be good. I'll talk to Sammy about that. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be really good. But yeah, so my shit's kind of light right now. I haven't been on Wendy's show in a minute. I don't think we've actually.
I'd like to be on.
I don't think we've actually had like a legit trauma talk in like 2.5, 3 weeks. It's been a minute. Brandon might be able to say. I don't know if Brandon was in the last trauma talk.
I don't think Brandon's here anymore because we keep mentioning him and he hasn't said anything.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So I legit don't remember when the last trauma talk was. I don't know if we'll be having it again, anytime soon. I don't know. Some shit's going on behind the scenes.
Okay.
So,
you'll probably. I mean, if you're allowed to, you'll probably tell me afterwards.
Yeah, I'll tell you afterwards. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's what I got going down. If anybody wants to chat in the chat, let me know. We can set it up and do it. But
yeah,
thanks for
Yeah, for sure. This was a great talk today. I really loved where we started with it, and then we kind of got into all these different topics, and really
Yeah.
I feel like it was really engaging. I love your ending, so I want you to do that. So I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
Okay.
So the way we do it here and all the time is no trash, no transphobia, no racism, no homophobe. No, wait, no ableism, no sexism, no homophobia, no xenophobia, no Islamophobia, land back, reparations, no borders, fuck ICE, and fuck Trump. Yay! All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all sitting with us for 2 hours and 10 minutes.
And I didn't faint.
Yeah, and you didn't faint. That's great. So, healing keeps on going. It's good. We will talk back channel, and thanks everybody for being in the chat, and we'll talk later. Bye.